That's all I remember. The building transformer exploded 4 or 5 feet away from the building. It shot a bolt of pink electricity, hit me in the back, and then exited through me and knocked my assistant down, and I woke up in the hospital. My name is Jason Barnes. I'm 29 years old, and I'm a drummer, a producer, and a collaborator at Georgia Tech Center for Music Technology. I consider myself a cyborg. I use various implantable technology and prototype prosthetics to help further my life and better myself. I've been a musician from a very young age. I started playing drums when I was 15. Music is my life. It's kind of what drug me out of my depression when I got electrocuted and lost my arm, and it's what got me to where I am today. So essentially how the device works is it screws in to this carbon fiber socket right here, and there are 2 pivot points in it, one right here and one right here. So they essentially both act as your wrist and your fingers. Now I have a drumstick which is modified to where I cut about 2 inches off the end of it, and I drilled a hole and put an eye hook through. And I actually used a spring from the hardware store that connects the drumstick to the wrist unit, which has about 1 millimeter of free play on either side, and so it can flex just a little bit. And what that does is it actually allows the stick to bounce from the rebound of the spring and allow me to play rudiments and technical strokes. Each stick can play 20 hertz per second, so it's a combined 40 hits per second. So you can play some really interesting sounds and get some really interesting timbres that you wouldn't normally. I played with that for about 6 months or so until I felt confident enough as a drummer again to apply to Atlanta Institute of Music and Media for drums and percussion. The only other implant that I have is an NFC implant in my hand, which I use to open the door to my studio and soon hopefully unlock and start my car. I see myself as a pioneer. I've been collaborating with Georgia Tech for about 6 years now, working on different prototype prosthetics. We are working to hopefully change the game for upper extremity amputees all over the world. Being part of the cyborg community is an awesome thing. It's really interesting seeing what types of technology other fellow cyborgs or just body hackers in general are developing. Some people require implantable technology and some people just want it, and everyone should have the freedom to do what they want, provided they're not hurting anyone.